Alma does it, and I'm excited to start the new year off with more videos of me talking to you and being in front of the camera, and also inviting you more into the world of me. This is my desk. It's in my living room. My TV is in front of me. My couch is literally right here. And as I say a lot in my channel, the banjo is here now, that I honestly make everything in my living room, and I do all my sawing outside in my back patio area, and that's what I have right now. Eventually the dream is to have a photo studio, but you gotta make use of what you have. And if you want to create and you don't have the space or the correct materials, you can still do it. I use recycled materials for a lot of my projects. Everything back here that you see, it's all cardboard and paper, right? And I've been painting since I was a little kid, painting rocks. That's what we used to do in the 90s, eh? But I always have paint, whether I'm painting an object or a painting or whatever it may be. My bathroom, I have tons of paint on hand, so I never go back and buy extra paint. I have it here. I have tons of paint in my shed from being a production designer. I'm always having to buy gallons of paint, and whatever we don't use, I just bring on back here, and so it's not thrown out. A lot of my industry is very wasteful, so I do my best to scout any material that I feel as if I can use for my personal art, and I'll take it back with me in case I can do that. Banjo's in a very loving mood right now. He's very happy. It was his birthday a couple of days ago, and he's just like feeling good. Anyhow, welcome to my small office nook where I take all my Zoom calls for work. I send most of my emails out from here. Sometimes I'm on the floor or the couch, but normally I like to do a lot of that sort of work here, the admin stuff. And I'm now new at sewing, so I have my sewing machine out. I've been sewing up a storm. And what else do I do here? I do a lot of things here. This is a friendly little corner in my living room, and today I'm actually going to show you drawings that I did from 2024. Since we're wrapping up 2024, I just recently got back into drawing. It's a practice that I usually do every single night, and I have done that for over 15 years. It's just part of my wind down. I'm watching TV or listening to a podcast or just music, and I'll draw. And whether that's for 10 minutes or an hour or the entire evening sometimes, it's just a really great practice. It gets you in your imagination. I use only pen in most instances, and I call them my freestyle drawings. No pencil, no eraser. What you put down is what you get. So a lot of my work, or honestly, all of my work, is not perfect. It's all imperfect. It's not straight lines. It's not exactly what you imagine it to be, but it's coming from here and it's going straight to the paper. And I've been doing that practice ever since I've drawn. It's feeling risky, you know, but I really enjoy it, so that's just how I do. And then there's other projects that I actually map out. Like I have a formulated idea of what I want, and I want it to be more clean, so I will use pencil first, make it how I like it, and then I'll trace over it in pen. But the percentage rate of that happening is like 97% to 3%. Anyhow, this notebook I bought towards the end of 2023. So I'm going to a googly eye. I did a project where for a short film, it was a sci-fi, and I built this room and it needed to look industrial and very low budget. So what I did is I bought a shit ton of these big googly eyes and I spray painted them gray, like a dark concrete colored gray, and I use them as bolts, like those industrial bolts that are screwed into like metal pillars and stuff, and it looked real. But anyways, all the extras, my assistant hot glued my googly eyes to everything. My hot glue gun has googly eyes, my saw, my goggles that I use for sawing have googly eyes on them. He went to town. They're everywhere, and sometimes I find new things that I didn't notice. So anyways, there's the googly eye on my notebook, and I'm feeling like I need to get closer to y'all because now it's show and tell. Okay. Bangs on check. All right. Well, let's start with, let's see. I honestly don't know where I started in 2024 because a lot of my drawings are not dated, but we'll start here. Okay. Nice flower with an eye in a vase. All pen, no pencil. Just went for it. Oh, floating lady clown head. Look how cute she is. I draw clowns a lot because, as you guys know, I love clowns. Okay, this one I recently titled The Shy Moon. The Shy Moon. Well, I was watching the Luna Park documentary where the ride caught on fire. It's tragic and devastating. I swear there's like watermarks on this page because I cry a lot, especially when I'm watching tragic stories, the happy things, scary things, sad things, like the whole thing. I like am an emotional train wreck. And I mean, obviously this was tragic. Lots of people were hurt, killed, children, the whole fucking thing. Watch it. I forget, maybe it's on Hulu or Netflix, but the Luna Park documentary. So that was what I drew while I watched that documentary, which is another fun practice of mine. I like to watch something and then draw what it's giving me. So the Luna Park is a good example of that. Now, I always wanted to draw a lion. I am Greek and Greeks love statues. I cannot wait until I have that statue money. You hear me? You'll know which house is mine by the Greek statues all over. And you know I'd be getting a lion statue. So there's my lion statue, accompanied by a little birdie up here on that pillar and a butterfly on that pillar. As you can see, I'm majorly influenced by the circus. I love the circus. It's my favorite thing in the entire world. Circus, sideshow, carnival, Coney Island, the history of Coney Island. I have drawings up their wazoo for that. This is in pencil. It's a headboard that I want to make one day. Okay, speaking about being a Greek lady, I drew the Greek horse. Nice little Greek horse. I want to get a Greek horse tattoo. So maybe it's the one I drew. Who knows? I've never actually gotten a tattoo of anything I've ever drawn. Oh, here's one of my favorites of last year. I draw a lot of curtains. I love curtains. And stages, theatrical type stages. It's kind of like the type of sets I want to do for my set design, is lots of theatrical stage, curtain, mumba jumbas. Anyhow, I love this one. I love how it came out. I love the moon face. So sweet. I have a lot of drawings that I'll draw a little bit, and then I will come back to it and draw a little bit more and a little bit more. And these are the nights where there's really no imagination. You just want the practice and the mental wind down of concentrating on something and just fucking going at it. So this is an example of something like that. And eventually it'll fill the whole page. But for right now, it's this little tiny square. And sometimes I do different types of tiles, like tin ceilings. When I lived in New York City, I would go to different cafes that I knew had tin ceilings, and I would just look up and draw the tin ceilings. So I have lots of pages from my earlier days of drawing tin ceilings. It's just like a little balloon in the sky. That's like one of the quick drawings where you're just like, let me just get this out of the way. A little fish with a mountain. That one's also a drawing that I will come to and add more things in as I feel the need. Okay, here's another curtain. Theater stage with a cactus. Now, if you guys like any of these, I can scan it and make a print for you. Just hit me up, I got you. I have decades of drawings, it's crazy. Okay, here's like my shrine. This one I really like. What is this? Oh, I was getting myself set up for a painting. It's pencil. Sometimes before I paint a canvas, I'll do a quick sketch before I get started. Okay. A Sacred Heart, because you guys know I'd be all about those with my Sacred Heart paper mache projects. And then you see a little fish in the corners because I'm a Pisces, and you know I'd be repping the Pisces babes. We are powerful and fucking dope, and I've been getting into some Pisces vibes. Oh, here's another Pisces vibe. You got the fish holding that moon up. You got the snails holding those pillars up with the beautiful vases, and then you got little shooting stars in the spotlight. Just kind of shows you how my imagination works. Okay. You guys saw my cactus sculptures. Sometimes I still draw them. And so I put it inside of a curtain because, you know, that's my vibe. Now these like little triangles and diamond patterns and all of that is kind of a signature touch that I put on a lot of things. I've been doing it for years. It's just what I like. I can't tell ya. I just like it. Now, I'm trying to take my paper mache into lamp making. So here's a couple drawings of lamps. Banjo, wake up, buddy. Wake up, we gotta say goodbye. Good boy. All right, guys, thanks for popping in. Thanks for watching me and looking at all of my creations or illustrations from my nightly pastime. And thanks for popping by. Please subscribe, like, and always comment. I want to hear what you think. Tell me which one is your favorite one. Yeah, thank you so much. Bye. Thank you, sweet pea. There you go, honey.